Okay, this is going to be part 2 of tips for ordering. We left off on canceled items. So we're going to go ahead and take a look really quickly. We talked about Uno. This was the red bar one, the one that's no longer available. And we added the new replacement to the basket. So you can see the new replacement is white. So I just wanted to show you that contrast there. And then we were looking at these gloves here right before we cut off, and I was showing you how it says canceled down here. It's canceled, but it does have a replacement SKU listed. So we're gonna go ahead and click that hyperlink with the SKU on there, and it'll show me that this item is gonna replace the canceled one. So this is a SKU number. They have 269 at the warehouse. Order multiple is 1. So I'll go ahead and order 4 of these to replace the old ones. We'll add them to the basket. Okay, let's close out. I want to show you something else. So there's going to be some items. Let's look at this sewer line here. Let's open that one up. This one's canceled, but it doesn't have a replacement. So when something like this happens, and it will happen, sometimes they give you a replacement, sometimes they do not, then you're going to have to do a little bit of digging. So we know that this is a RV sewer kit. It's a hose. It's 15 feet long. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this, and I'm going to duplicate my tab. Just open another page very similar to the one I have, exactly the same. I'll paste this in here, except I'm going to do sewer, and I'm just going to add 15 feet and see what's available. Okay, we know this is the one we're trying to replace. We see this here, but we already have, you see store quantity at the bottom. So this is a picture of it, the image. This is the description, the SKU number, vendor information, store retail, cost and such. Right here, this little window at the bottom, it's going to tell you if we have it on hand or not. Another way you can tell if we have it on hand or not is because it has a location. So that means at some point it came through our store and we assigned a location for it. So this one we already have, this one we already have. Let's keep going down. This one we already have. This is not similar to what I'm trying to replace, so I kind of like this one. Let's take a look. The only difference is this one's 5 feet. So I could replace it with this one since I already have some extensions. I have this extension here, the sewer hose. I have 3 of these, and then I have this one over here and this one here. So I don't have a problem replacing it with a smaller footage one. So I'm going to go ahead and do 2 of those. Add to basket. It's asking me for store basket, which we will. I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to print a picture of it. This is the picture, so we're going to do print and print 1 copy. Once I print the picture, like I showed you in the previous video, and we'll replace the ink for that, I'll cut it to size and I'll put it in the home where I have this one that's just sold out. I'm not getting it in, so I will pull that tag off, that barcode off, and I would put the new flag on there, so when it comes in on Monday, my team will know where to find it. So let's do that one more time. And before we proceed, I'm going to check all of them and uncheck them, and I'm going to delete the ones that I already worked on. I worked on this one, and this one, so I'm going to delete those. To clean up my basket a little bit. So now my basket only has 4 items. 2 of them are the new replacements, and 2 are the ones that I still need to replace. So let's look at this key right here, the Dodgers KW1. Let's open that up. I think I have it opened over here. Let me clean up my windows and try opening it now. Okay, same thing with this one. This one's canceled, but it doesn't give you a replacement. So when I replace this, I want to get the closest thing to it. So the closest thing would be that it's a KW1 and it's a MLB key, Dodgers. So let's see if they have something like this that I can choose from. I'm going to copy that. Go to the duplicate tab that I have open. I'm going to paste it there. Let's see what comes up when I use the same description. Well, that's interesting. And Ace does that sometimes. So let's clean it up a little bit and just put KW1 key, and let's see if Dodgers comes up. Okay, so different keys came up. I could replace it with essentially any KW1. Okay, so this was a better search. Just putting up here KW1 keys, because I just want to make a quick point again that that's the one we're replacing. It is Dodgers one, but I went through it and it didn't find anything. So my whole goal now is to replace a KW1. So I changed my search to KW1 keys, and it's going to show me all the keys that are KW1. You can see here KW1, you can see here KW1. These are all the KW1 keys. It's going to show me whether I have it or not. So I can see I don't have this monkey one, I don't have this skull one. So at this point, use your better judgment and see which key would be a good alternative, since I don't have the KW1 Dodgers. And I think I'm going to go with this one. It's the Star Wars Darth Vader. So I'm going to go here, push 5, and send it to the basket. But remember, I also want to let my team know what's going on. I want to pull the Dodgers tab off, throw that price tag off, and I'm going to go ahead and print this and send that to the printer once I put ink in there. And then you get that print, you cut the size of the picture to include the SKU number, and you're going to go flag it to replace the Dodgers key. And let's go back to my basket. So let's do a quick refresh. Let's open up my basket here. So now I have 6 items, because I actually added 2 KW ones. We also included this, but this one, the Darth Vader, is the one that's gonna replace this Dodger one. So let's uncheck the boxes and then let's clear them all. And I'm gonna delete this Dodgers one. Okay, and so on. So then we'll work on this one. I think let's go ahead and open this one. Yeah, this one was already replaced from a couple of weeks ago. So it was replaced by this SKU. And you can see I already have it. I received it, and I added a location on it. It's already on the shelf, so we can go ahead and delete it. So this is what a good basket looks like. Everything is white, everything is good. So we're gonna check out. Your order was successfully submitted, and we're gonna continue shopping. So now this is what the store basket should look like. After you submit your order, always come back to check your store basket for red bars. Red bars means that they're canceled items and that they need a replacement. All right, 2 last points, very important points. When you're doing the order, you're walking down the aisles, you're paying attention to the empty spots, you're looking at your overstock, paying attention to quantity on hands. We talked about canceled items. I also want to mention that we have monthly sale ads. Every month, we get shipped to the store. It's going to be a circular ad. I don't have one to show you, but the customers also get that in our surrounding neighborhood. So there's a specific amount of houses that get the exact same ad. When they get it, they always get it in advance. So every month we'll always have specific items on sale. This is the March sale. I looked it up online. So I see, for example, let's look at this. This is a very good deal, 3 for $9.99. Most likely people are going to be coming in for this deal. So if it's today's March, if I haven't already ordered for March, I would just take a peek in here and take a look and see, you know, what should be a good thing I should keep a lot of, that I know sells a lot. I know the mulch sells a lot. These sell quite a lot. So I would just make sure that I have enough of these items, because people are going to come in to ask for them. The seed. So I would just use this as a reference, keeping in mind that circulars go to the houses, to people's homes, so they're going to come in asking for those sales. So make sure if it's top selling item that you have it available. Also pay attention to the times and seasons. In particular today, let's talk about March. A lot of people are working on their weeds, so they're coming in for their weeders, they're coming in for strings, they're coming in for ortho weed killer, mulch and soil. Things like this I would go a little heavier on, specifically if they have a high history, a high sales history. I would go heavy on. This is not the same thing I would be ordering in November or December. I would not be going heavy on this. So it's important to pay attention to the times and seasons and try to predict what's going to be selling next week or next month, and just prepare for it. And then we'll just scroll down here real quickly about recovery. So as you're walking down and you're ordering, it also gives you an opportunity to correct things that are wrong and make notes. So it says make note of areas that need recovery or organizing so they can be added to the task list when time allows. If I were to walk down the aisles while I'm ordering and I'm fixing every single thing that I see wrong, I would not be able to finish ordering. It would take me a long time. So that's why I try to order as quick and as efficient as possible, but I also make a note of things that I know are very bad, in bad condition, and they need recovery. They need facing, they need cleaning and dusting, and I create a little list for my team. This is, for example, the one I did in March. As you guys all know, the barbecue area, for example, number 1. Assemble both barbecue Traegers and place them on display. So little things that I see. Aisle 11, recovery. I put work section by section, place all items in the correct home, location using the Ace Retail app. So little notes. Aisle number 7, aisle number 12. Moving boxes. That area was very dusty, so your list doesn't have to look like this, but since you're walking down the aisles and you can see that there's a problem on aisle 5 and it's very dusty and it needs to be reorganized, either mention it to someone immediately, delegate it, or just add it to the list, and then you and your team can work together and recover the store. Okay, and then to finalize the video, I just want to remind you that there are different ways to order. You can order directly from the desktop, as we showed on the earlier video, straight on the cart, launch bar. You could also order from the laptop, so that laptop is available and it has an attachable scanner that will help you order efficiently. And then you could also use your phone by logging into the Ace Dealer app. You're able to order from there as well.